Good evening! WWE Review guys here for the Raw Review, March 24th, 2008. Thank you. So, last week, I said, what do you think will happen? And you said, just a lot of talking. You said it like that.
Are you drunk?
No, that's how you said it.
Oh.
And, you know, I have to be honest, I think I might have preferred an hour of talking because this was not, I really wasn't terribly impressed.
Well, with the whole show or the main event?
The main event I thought was fairly nice. In fact, I might not have even written everything down because...
I don't think you did.
Cena, or the first thing...
First thing that happened was, who comes up first? Cena comes up first. Blobbity blobbity, you can't see me, blah blah blah. You know, blobbity blobbity, thug life, word life, blobbity blobbity.
Hustle, respect, loyalty.
You know, blobbity blobbity. And then JBL comes out, flobby flobby. Flobby rich, flobby flobby.
So they're basically saying, JBL said, my match is the best one in WrestleMania. Because I'm going to fight Hornswoggle.
My match is the one that people care the least about. Then Big Show comes out, my match is the one people care the least about. And then Cena's all like, I can't do a Cena impression. Word. My match.
People care most about my match because the first Survivor winner was Richard Hatch.
Just give up. You ain't working. So anyway,
they all come out and Umaga gets on the microphone and they hand him the microphone and he's like, blah, 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 blah. Muji Bala Kujiga! And was it?
You can't say that on television.
He said something and I assume it was Samoan.
I think it was just gibberish. Anyway.
Oh, now, what about our Samoan listeners?
Listener.
If we even have that. So anyway, Regal comes out and says that the main event is going to be 4 good guys.
Supposedly.
Versus 4 bad guys. Orton, Big Show, Umaga, and JBL versus Cena, Triple H, Flair, and Shawn Michaels. HBK. Heartbreak Kid.
Alright, awesome. So the next match of the night was Jericho and CM Punk versus Carlito and MVP. And I actually had to walk out during this, but I didn't see who won. Who won?
Jericho accidentally kicked Punk. And
was it an accident?
No, yeah. And then MVP pins Punk. And Jericho's like, I'm sorry, man. I can't control my feet.
Yeah, he can't control his feet. That's exactly what it was.
Anyway.
The next match of the night was
Hardcore Holly.
Hardcore Holly
versus Great Khali. And watching it, I said Hardcore Holly is the oldest and highest paid jobber in all of the WWE.
Which I can agree with.
I just don't. Why? Why even have this match? Really? See, it agrees.
It agrees.
This is Monday Night Raw, people.
Okay.
Monday night.
The next thing was Flair comes out and confronts HBK. And you would think since his family was there, he would have tried to do this when sober.
He was sober. He's
insane, maybe. He comes out and just starts. Got it.
But the thing that I don't understand, and I've not gotten, and finally there's some anger between the two guys. But leading up to this whole match, Flair is like, I want you. I want to fight you. I want to be the best in front of you.
When did Ric Flair turn into William Shatner?
I'm going to fight the best in you. Greatest stage of all.
WrestleMania. Shatner would be proud.
So finally, there's some violence between the two of them. Yeah, some bad blood.
Michaels brings up the Old Yeller reference, and Lord knows you don't do that. You don't bring up the Old Yeller.
Old Yeller. Are you referencing an old movie? Cause you say I'm old or something.
Set him off. That's all I'm saying.
And he kicked. he had his old belt, and he stomped on it and kicked it out of the ring. Rick, why? That's worth some money.
You might need that in a few months. Help support your drinking habits.
So it was a weird moment, and again, I'm a little tired. It's been a long weekend for me, and so I don't know if I'm just feeling emotional detachment because of my natural fatigue, or was it just a weird show?
It's a weird show. So the next thing was
I was laughing at poor Rick. I mean, this needs to be his shining moment. This is his probably last night on Raw, and he looked like a weirdo.
So anyway, the next thing was Maria
versus
comes out to fight Melina. Beth Phoenix, of course, comes out with Maria, and we find out that Candice has had surgery on her clavicle. Thank you, Doogie Howser. So they had to find a replacement, and I started thinking, who could it be? I was thinking, Playboy Bunnies. Tori Wilson popped into my head, but I thought, no, I assume she's still injured. I don't know what the deal is there. Then I said, did you say Ashley?
I said Ashley, and you said, no, she's out of shape. Nah.
I'm just saying they sent her home because she was out of shape. And who comes out? All 85 pounds of breast.
Oh.
Ashley Mazzaro.
She's a tiny.
She's teeny tiny. But her boobs are huge.
They've got those to cushion her fall.
So anyway.
So then Santino comes out, and then Jerry Lawler gets in the action, and so Regal says it's going to be an intergender six-man tag team match, which means anybody can hit anybody. Even the guys can hit the girls, which is just wrong.
Santino don't care.
He didn't hit anybody.
Well, he won.
But yeah, he won. He
pinned Maria to win.
Yeah.
And God, he was thrilled.
And his hair, he's got a tail.
I think he's got a rat tail. Someone needs to tell him the 80s are over.
Yeah, he's
kidding. Yeah, anyway.
We still like you, Santino, but the hair is enough to make me change my loyalty. I'm sorry. That thing, he doesn't. The mohawk in the back, it gets all ducktailing.
Anyway, last match of the evening was the main event. 4-on-4. First thing that happens is Finlay comes out, confronts JBL. As soon as I saw that, I kept thinking to myself, okay, when are they going to start, Batista's music?
And out comes Batista.
2 minutes later, Batista's music chimes up. There goes Umaga. And that leaves 4-on-2. Big Show is doing most of the fighting in the ring.
And we were wondering, what is the Mayweather music going to be?
I'm
a little tiny angry man with lots of money. Let me go.
I got money. In the face. And I got lots of money because I'm
I broke your nose, but this time I'm going to break your jaw, bitch.
Just some ideas. We'll sell these to you for money.
Please. We know you got some. So anyway, Big Show's doing most of the fighting in the ring.
Then he gets mad at Orton.
Orton's just basically yelling at him the whole time, and Big Show's like, "Hey, don't yell at me, man, Orton."
So he tosses Orton in. Big Show just walks out. Because they couldn't afford a Mayweather appearance for this.
Triple H and Cena are fighting over who's going to pin Orton. Triple H and Cena start fighting.
They get out of the ring. No, I want to pin him. No, I want to pin him. And then they
just get like, okay, well, neither one of us will. We'll just fight each other.
Let's just keep fighting.
Flair comes in.
Let's go get a drink.
And Flair's like, I'm going to pin him. And then Shawn Michaels is like,
comes in and everybody's fighting over who's going to pin Orton. But then Flair gives him a right in the and so Michaels is now out of commission. I assume he was stumbling to the back, coughing up blood or something.
Something like that. So Flair gets to win. The thing agrees. I didn't like that.
Figure four leg lock. This is Shawn. I mean, this is Ric Flair's last chance.
I know.
He needs to look good.
I guess.
So.
There you have it.
Fair show. Well, not fair. I didn't enjoy it. I'm sorry. Too many clips.
It really wasn't a very good show.
The matches were not terribly good. I'm sorry. We're sorry. But it's almost like they ran out of weeks. Like last week, they did a really great show, and then they were like, what do we do now?
So there you have it, folks. That's it. We have to wrap this up because we're running a little long.
Yes.
Don't know if we're gonna have a Raw review for you next week. We'll
play that by ear.
Yeah,
we'll be down. We'll be
in Orlando. So that's gonna do it.
Those are
Carolina.
He says go heels. I say go faces.
This is go heels.
Go.
So there you have it.
Okay.
Peace.
Bye.